Students from Robinson. Rockville. And Wootton meet today on It's Academic. Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard. This is the opening round. You know how it works. Each team begins with 100 points. 10 up for a right answer, 10 down for a wrong answer. Contestants in the studio don't see what you do on the screens at home. Let's begin. All answers begin with the letter T. This 17th century Italian invented the mercury barometer. Rockville.
Torticelli?
That's right. One of the three main U.S. Virgin Islands is named for Rockville.
Thomas?
Yes. In the Odyssey, he is the son of Odysseus. Wootton.
Telemachus.
Yes. In the 1876 presidential election, Rockville.
Tilden?
Yeah. This Kind of Heart is in the title of an Edgar Allan Poe. Wootton.
Telltale.
Telltale is right. He was France's foreign minister during and after Wootton.
Talleyrand.
Talleyrand is it. She played Professor Trelawney in the Harry Potter movies. Wootton.
Thompson.
Emma Thompson it is. This two-word phrase describes she sells seashells by the seashore. Robinson.
Tongue twister.
Tongue twister is right, and that's the end of the round.
It's Academic with Hillary Howard. Now in its 57th season. And for 50 years, proudly sponsored by Giant.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another playoff game on It's Academic. Each of these teams has already won their first round, so they're pretty good. Let's meet them. We begin with Robinson High School from Fairfax, Virginia. Hello, Megan.
Hi, my name is Megan Sullivan. I'm a 17-year-old junior, and I'd like to thank our alternates, Josh, Link, and Will Taft, for coming out today.
All righty, Jacob.
Hi, I'm Jacob Agelli. I'm a 17-year-old senior, and I'd like to thank our coaches and administration for their continued support.
Wonderful. And hello, Ryan.
Hi, my name is Ryan Bradley. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Robinson, and I'd like to thank our friends and family for supporting us.
All right, guys, questions are worth 20 points, nothing off for a wrong answer. Choose one word from each column, and you'll get what scientific name for baking soda?
Sodium bicarbonate.
That's it. I ran too. Don't be and also ran. Rearrange these letters to name the Canadian province that shares its name with one of the Great Lakes.
Ontario.
Yes. Like blank. Money is an excellent servant. You can complete this P.T. Barnum quote by adding what gift that the mythical Prometheus gave to mankind.
Fire.
Yeah. Turkmenistan, Tanzania, Tunisia. If an ancient Carthaginian were restored to life, he'd find his former home region now has which of these new names?
Tunisia.
Yes. From east to west blows the trumpet to arms. This line is from a poem by what man, better known for his Revolutionary War pamphlets like Common Sense?
Pain.
Nice job, Robinson, 210 points. From Montgomery County is Rockville High School. Hello, Jack.
Hello there. My name's Jack. I'm a 17-year-old junior, and I would like to acknowledge our captain, Jet Li, who just came back from a 3-month bout with mono, as well as acknowledging our TV alternate, Xander Langston, for really going the extra step to ensure that we made the championship round in our county exhibition tournament.
Beautiful. And Jet, how you feeling?
Feeling all right. Feeling
Good.
great.
Good
Yeah.
to see you.
Thank you. So I'm Jet Li. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Rockville High School, and I'd like to thank our friends for coming out to support us today.
Great. And Sivan.
Hi, I'm Sivan. I'm an 18-year-old senior at Rockville High School, and I'd like to thank family for coming out and supporting us.
All right, gentlemen. Choose one word from each column, and you can get what term that names the phenomenon physicists measure in ohms.
Electrical resistance.
Yes. An atomic pine. Get rid of this radiated tree by rearranging the letters to name what historic proclamation signed by Abraham Lincoln in 1863.
Emancipation.
Yeah. Blank is taxation without representation. You can complete this observation from one economist by adding what economic phenomenon characterized by sharply rising prices?
Inflation.
Inflation is right. Cesium, oxygen, xenon. Of these three elements, which one takes its name from the Greek word for stranger and is classified as a noble gas?
Xenon.
Yeah. Revolutions are the locomotives of history. This comment was made by what 19th century proponent of communism who wrote Das Kapital with the help of Friedrich Engels?
Marx.
Yeah, good job. Rockville, 230 points. Also from Rockville, Thomas Wootton High School. Malika, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm good. I'm Malika. I'm a 15-year-old sophomore at Wootton. I'd like to thank our coach, Mr. Bentley, and our principal, Miss Bolden, for supporting us today.
Very good. Hello, Eve.
Hi, my name is Eve Fleissig. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Wootton, and I'd like to thank our family and friends for coming out to support us today.
Great. And Martine.
Hi, I'm Martine. I'm a senior at Wootton, and I'd like to thank Surya and all our other alternates who were here for us.
All right, guys. By combining one word from each column, you can name what part of the brain that controls breathing.
Medulla oblongata. Yeah. Medulla oblongata.
That's it. Sun art. If you rearrange the letters in this anagram, you'll get the name of what planet sixth from the sun?
Saturn. Yeah. Saturn.
Saturn is right. At blank, everything is possible and tomorrow looks friendly. You can complete these words from one writer by adding what age 1 year more than the minimum U.S. voting age?
19.
19. Yeah. 19.
19 is right. Burundi, Lithuania, Andorra. Which one of these countries is one of the former Soviet republics?
Yeah. Lithuania.
That's right. It's too soon to tell. This was the opinion of a modern Chinese leader when asked about the impact of what 18th century revolution that began with the storming of the Bastille.
Oh, the French Revolution? Yeah. The French Revolution.
The French Revolution is right. Wootton, 240 points. We'll be right back.
Gosh, it's a fun fact you guys probably don't know, but I am the very first woman to ever host SNL or even be in the building. So I guess somebody grab a broom because we're gonna need to sweep up all the glass I just shattered off the ceiling. Weird.
Something bad is gonna happen, and I need to stop it. No matter how bad it gets, we're together.
History's already changed. The South's gonna win.
The season finale of Timeless, Sunday at an earlier time, 9/8 Central on NBC.
Make way for the Queen.
What? Were you expecting the real one?
Angie Golf, working for you from Windsor for the royal wedding. An inside look you won't see anywhere else. Starting Monday, only on News 4. NBC4 is committed to serving the educational and informational needs of children. The station's children's television program reports describing our efforts are available through the Federal Communications Commission website at publicfiles.fcc.gov.
Welcome back. Today, contestants, each of them will receive tickets to a Washington Nationals game. The new season is underway, so plan to enjoy baseball at Nationals Park. To purchase tickets, visit nationals.com. And while they're at the park, you can visit us at our Facebook page, and if you do, please like us. All right, it's time for the Picture Perfect round. However, before we begin, let's recap the scores. Robinson, 210. Rockville, 230. Thomas Wootton, 240. Questions in this round, as you know, are worth 20 points, up or down. Here we go. Although this print shows a man making a barrel, its title refers to what Japanese mountain? Robinson.
Mount Fuji.
That's it. Posing here is what Confederate general whose name is associated with a desperate? Wootton.
Pickett, I think. Pickett.
Pickett is right. Good one. This painting of a brawl is the work of what 18th to 19th century Spanish artist who also painted the naked Robinson? Answer?
Ingres.
Nope. Goya was what we were looking for. When this equation is graphed, what is the slope of Wootton?
4/3, yeah. 4/3?
4/3 is right. This is a chief of the Six Nations Confederation. Wootton?
Probably Iroquois. Yeah. Iroquois?
Yeah, it was Iroquois. This 1846 drawing was for what machine developed by Elias Howe and Wootton? Answer?
Spinning wheel. Spinning wheel.
Close, the sewing machine, but
Sorry.
no cigar. Snarled. Unsnarl the letters in this anagram, and you'll name what kind of verbal action similar to Rockville. Answer?
I don't know.
In 3, 2, 1.
Defer.
Defer.
Slander.
Slander.
Sorry. This is St. Stephen, the first king of what European country later? Robinson.
Hungary.
Hungary is right. Good job. That's the end of the round.
We, the early risers,
long-distance commuters,
need morning news that works for us.
Helping us plan our days. We have storms moving in later today.
Grab your umbrella.
Getting us to work on time.
A 9-mile backup. We're news for today.
And we're working for you.
So we need to get all these groceries. I need to get that prescription all the way across town. Need to get you to practice on time. Okay, there's a lot on here. We can do this.
You think we can make it?
You know, John can fill your prescription right here while you shop. Just hand me the prescription, and that's it.
That's it?
That's really it. We'll even text you when it's done.
Sounds good to me.
Prescriptions filled while you shop. With most commercial insurance plans, switch today, and you can save up to $100 on your grocery purchases.
Celebrate life on two wheels at DC Bike Ride, a recreational, car-free event for all ages and riding abilities. With a finish festival and go-go music from Trouble Funk. Join the ride at dcbikeride.com/NBC.
Hello, everybody. So, you know, it takes a lot to prepare for It's Academic, and these students are great on their own, but they kind of get a lot of help from the coaches and faculty, too. Let's meet them. From Robinson High School, who's with you, Jacob?
Behind me to my right is our coach, Mr. Campana, who is also a Spanish teacher. And behind me to my left is our assistant coach, Mr. Bird, who also teaches physics.
Awesome. Good to have you guys. From Rockville, Jet, the team behind you.
To my right is our head coach, Dr. David Goodrich. Behind me is our principal, Miss Benson. And to my left is our assistant coach, Mr. Mike Smith.
Great to see you guys. And from Wootton, Eve with you. Who's with you?
This is our principal, Ms. Bolden, and our coach and AP chemistry teacher, Mr. Bentley.
Great to have you guys. So this is what we call the packet round because we have these 3 lovely packets, 1, 2, and 3. Robinson gets to play first. Rockville chooses which packet they answer questions from.
We'll give them 2.
2. There are 8 questions in this packet. If you get them all right, of course, there are bells and whistles, and most importantly, a 25-point bonus. Here we go. In Norse mythology, the emblems of the god Thor were a hammer and what item of clothing that, in black, might suggest he were a karate expert?
A belt.
Belt.
Belt is right. During World War II, some U.S. steel mills did not stop operating, even on what holiday when Scrooge gave Bob Cratchit the day off?
Christmas?
Yeah, it's Christmas. Rip Van Winkle's peaceful dog was named after what wild canine who is frequently the villain in children's stories?
Wolf.
Wolf is it. Here's your science question. All substances entering and leaving a cell must pass through which of these membranes?
Plasma.
Yeah. James Oglethorpe changed penal law in 1733 by having imprisoned debtors settle what American colony, the southernmost of the original 13?
Georgia.
Georgia it is. Any list of drowsy fictional characters might include what small, sleepy rodent who falls asleep at the Mad Hatter's tea party in the Alice in Wonderland?
White rabbit. White rabbit.
No, it's the dormouse. Here's your math question. Evaluate this expression if A equals 2.
21.
21 is right. Saying that the new law would overthrow the aristocracy of patronage and spoils, Harper's Weekly praised what 1883 act that established our civil service system? The answer is the Pendleton Act. Sorry, nice job though, Robinson. 350 points. Rockville is up. Wootton, packet 1 or 3?
Hey, let's give them 3. Sure, 3.
All right, let's give them 3. Guys, over 150 schools belong to the Intercollegiate Association of what sport made popular by the Harry Potter books?
Quidditch.
Yes, it's Quidditch. Benjamin Lundy, an 1830s abolitionist, was a member of what pacifist religion to which William Penn had belonged?
Quakers.
Yes. The nickname Chicken from Hell was given to a feathered dinosaur whose fossil remains were found in what U.S. state whose capital is Pierre or Pierre?
South Dakota.
South Dakota is it. Here's your science question. Which of these terms describes a single force that will produce the same effect as 2 or more forces?
Yeah. Resultant.
Yes. Goats that produce milk containing a special protein to attack disease have now been bred in what Middle Eastern country whose capital is Tehran?
Iran.
Iran is right. Marriage turned out to be less than paradise for Marie Powell, who eventually separated from what English poet, the author of Paradise Lost?
Milton.
It was Milton. Here's your math question. Solve for x.
16 minus 2 is 14. 14.
Yes. In 1737, New York named as its public printer what man who just 2 years earlier had been acquitted in a famous libel case involving freedom of the press?
Defer.
Zenger.
John Peter Zenger, it is. Nice 25-point bonus for Rockville. Packet number 1 for Wootton. This may be hard to believe, but beavers secrete a gooey substance that is FDA approved as what kind of food flavoring, the opposite of chocolate?
Vanilla? Vanilla?
It's vanilla. Isn't that weird? One of the founders of Amherst College was what American best known for publishing the first American dictionary?
Oh, yeah. Webster?
Yes. Your copper pennies are actually an alloy made of copper and what other metal whose chemical symbol is Zn?
Yeah. Zinc.
Yes. Science question. Which of these terms refers to a deep sea diving apparatus used for oceanic exploration?
A bathyscaphe?
Yep, that's it. Hieroglyphics were used in ancient Egypt, but what word identifies the wedge-shaped writing of ancient Babylonia?
Cuneiform.
Yeah. This year marks the 130th anniversary of the Sherlock Holmes story titled A Study in what color? That's a vivid shade of red.
Scarlet.
Scarlet's right. Here's your math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer.
27.
Yeah. The first European to reach India by sailing around the Cape of Good Hope was what Portuguese explorer who set out in 1497?
Da Gama.
Da Gama. 25-point bonus for Wootton. Coming back with the grab bag round next.
So we need to get all these groceries. I need to get that prescription all the way across town. Need to get you practice on time. Okay, there's a lot on here. We can do this.
You think we can make it?
You know, John can fill your prescription right here while you shop. Just hand me the prescription, and that's it.
That's it?
That's really it. We'll even text you when it's done.
Sounds good to me.
Prescriptions filled while you shop. With most commercial insurance plans, switch today, and you can save up to $100 on your grocery purchases.
To the rest of the country.
This is our nation's capital.
But we, the people who live here, just call it home.
To us, this is our Supreme Court.
And these are our founding fathers.
We, the people of News 4,
understand what makes this place home.
That's why you've made News 4 your home.
So thank you for trusting us to pursue facts, keep you safe,
look out for your family,
and covering the stories that really hit home.
We are the people of News 4.
We're working for you.
Welcome back for the all-important grab bag round, where anything can happen. But before we dive into that, let's recap the scores one last time. Robinson, 350. Rockville, 395. Wootton, 465. Questions here are worth 20 points, up or down. The visual questions are worth 30 points, up or down. Both an interest-bearing government certificate and the fictional British secret, Robinson?
Bond.
Bond it is. According to the title of a story by J.D. Salinger, it was a perfect day, Robinson.
Banana fish.
It was banana fish. The blue stripe in the flag of Laos represents what major river? That? Wootton.
Mekong. Mekong.
Mekong is right. On your screens for 30 points. This is what man who shocked the nation? Rockville.
Jackson.
It's Jackson.
Answer?
No,
In 3, 2.
Polk.
Nope, John Calhoun. Honeybees have been trained to push a ball in return for what kind of treat with chemical formula? C. Rockville.
CH.
Answer? In 3.
Methane.
No, sugar. The chemical formula was C12H22O11. You need to have brooms to participate in what Winter Olympic? Robinson.
Curling.
Yeah. Choice by weight. The most abundant element in the ocean is nitrogen, oxygen, or sodium? Rockville.
Oxygen.
Yep, it's oxygen. On your screens for 30 points. One is defeated only when one accepts defeat. This was the belief of what World War I French general and marshal? Rockville.
Baton, right? Baton.
Nope, it's Foch. When Lady Macbeth cries out, damned spot, she is not getting rid of her dog, but Robinson.
Blood.
Blood it is. The sign of 125 degrees is the same as the sign, Robinson. Answer? In 3, 2.
275.
No, 55 degrees, sorry. Musicians perform all over the city during Summerfest, the annual music festival held in what largest Wisconsin city, Robinson?
Milwaukee.
Yeah, on your screens for 30 points. This mansion is described in the works of what Irish writer whose novels include Finnegan's Wake? Rockville.
Joyce.
Yes, it was. Last year, China built 76 skyscrapers, each building at least how many feet tall? Equal to 33. Rockville.
Stories.
Answer?
330.
In 3, 2.
330.
No, equal to 33 score, 660 feet. Cyrus fielded many a difficult problem before he completed what great underwater task in 1866? Wootton.
Transatlantic cable.
Yeah, that's right. Slavery in the Circuit of Sugar is an economic history of what M-initialed Caribbean island? Robinson.
M-initialed.
Answer? In 3, 2.
Martinique.
Yeah, you just got it, Martinique. Even though the United States is a republic, New York State has what nickname suggesting Rockville?
Empire.
Empire, it's right. 7 years on the bestseller list proved a lasting accomplishment for what author of The Last of the Mohegans? Robinson.
James Fenimore Cooper.
Yeah, almost 50 years after gold was discovered in California. There was another gold rush to what Robinson?
Klondike.
It was the Klondike. Good. In Morse code, the signal dash dot dash stands for what same letter as the chemical symbol for potassium? Rockville.
K.
Yes. Susan Constant wasn't an American woman, but one of the Wootton.
Of the ships that went to...
Answer?
Jamestown.
Yeah, you got it. In addition to adventure novels, Alexander Dumas wrote a patriotic poem about what French heroine who was burned? Wootton.
Joan of Arc.
Yes. If you felt... That's the end of the game.
Celebrate life on two wheels at DC Bike Ride, a recreational, car-free event for all ages and riding abilities. With a Finish Festival and go-go music from Trouble Funk. Join the ride at dcbikeride.com/NBC.
So we need to get all these groceries. I need to get that prescription all the way across town. Need to get you practice on time. Okay, there's a lot on here. We can do this.
You think we can make it?
You know, John can fill your prescription right here while you shop. Just hand me the prescription, and that's it.
That's it?
That's really it. We'll even text you when it's done.
Sounds good to me.
Prescriptions filled while you shop. With most commercial insurance plans, switch today and you can save up to $100 on your grocery purchases.
When you're confident with money, you can roll with anything. Build your financial confidence at onup.com from SunTrust. Confidence starts here.
We're so happy to be here to see you both and the partnership we have. You both have local connections.
Well, Washington is so important for me. I got to be the White House correspondent and live in Washington, and it was always a dream. And you have like a Virginia-Washington connection.
I do. I used to work at Scoops. That was the ice cream place right near my house when I was a kid. I went to Virginia Tech. Every place we've worked, we feel like there's a connection with us and that community and that town.
And we still claim you because you work with us.
I claim you.
Yes,
I do.
Celebrate life on two wheels at DC Bike Ride, a recreational, car-free event for all ages and riding abilities. With a finish festival and go-go music from Trouble Funk. Join the ride at dcbikeride.com/NBC.
The scores are not official. No, actually, the scores are official. And before I talk about the scores, I want to say all of these teams are formidable. So let's give them all a hand. All right, from Rockville, Maryland, Rockville High School, Sivan, Jet, and Jack, 385 points. From Robinson High School in Fairfax, Virginia, Megan, Jacob, and Ryan, 490 points. And coming back for a semifinal match, Thomas Wootton from Rockville, Martine, Eve, and Malakif, 545 points. Nicely done. Please stay tuned because we have another It's Academic coming up right after this where you will see McLean, Montgomery, Blair, and St. John. So stay where you are. See you in a minute. Everybody else, come on down.